ready for all the action of the BBL Central
Yes, welcome to BBL Central podcast, basically the final one for the season. Certainly the final round is upon us. Today it's just me and Rossco. Of course, we'll be playing Where is Timmy later on in the show. We've got no idea where Timmy is. I think he might be pedicuring today, but we're not. We'll find out later. I'm sure somebody will tune in and let us know. Not expecting a lot of people and a lot of questions because we know that we're coming to you very early and work commitments and all of that. But, Roscoe's got to get over there to the game. Are you all excited, Ross?
I am. I'm just hoping this bloody weather holds out. So far, so good. We haven't had any rain yet. There is some forecast before the game and possibly some during the game. But in saying that, put it this way, the weather forecast for the last 2 days has been rain and thunderstorms. Pretty much it was supposed to be all day and all night last night, and we haven't got anything. It's looking quite bright outside at my place. I'm about probably 15, 20 minutes from the ground, which is a good sign. But, obviously know a bit more once we sort of get to the ground. So I'll be getting there around about 4 o'clock and see how we go.
Yes, it should be. We're going to make. We will talk about this, but it's going to make for a very, very interesting round indeed. All right, how'd you go last week?
Yeah, not too bad, actually. I got 927. Pretty happy about that. Moved up about 800 spots just outside the top 2,000. The main thing is I won all my head-to-head league semi-finals as well. So I'm now in the grand final in all my head-to-head leagues, bar a couple that I didn't make. I'm actually guaranteed some sort of payout. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm also sitting second in total overall league as well. So it's going to come down to this last round because it's pretty tight between myself and third place for the cash.
Oh, very good. Well, I had a bit of a shocker, so it's nothing to be too surprised about. No, actually it was just didn't work out the way things had planned. I had a bloke, and get this, I had a guy in a cash league. All right, I'm leading all the way down until about 40 minutes to go to the end of the game last night. Guess who he captained?
Did you captain Fraser McGurk?
No, Seifert.
Oh, my God.
Who picked that $90,000 player? Who actually goes? But no, well, hats off to him because he did. So it was a sensational. He's one of the high scorers of the week. But you wouldn't logic. This is where logic is so hard in all Supercoach formats, but logic, especially in BBL Supercoach, sometimes just goes out the window because logic told you not to pick him as captain. You would have.
Did he actually straight out captain him, or did he bench loop him?
He straight out captained him.
Wow. I could kind of understand maybe if he had a VC'd him, but even then, do you VC a bloke in front of guys like, Sandu, Hassan Khan, Sutherland, like all those guys are picked ahead of him as a captain, even a VC. So yeah, wow, I did see a couple of people in the Honeyball chat go a bit rogue, and one guy actually had the VC on Jake Fraser McGurk. Luckily, he did take his score after his first game because he did bat well that second game and racked up a ton of points.
Yeah,
I was a bit concerned at one stage for some of my head-to-heads the way that Seifert and McGurk were going, but luckily held on. And McDermott was probably my saviour for this round, believe it or not. I mean, I nearly didn't play him and he turned up. I was nearly going to make a trade and bring another keeper in, but I just opted with it. So cheers to Maxi Bryant for dropping him on 1 point when he was on one run. I appreciate that. So, but yeah, I mean, the Renegades players were pretty average in that second game, weren't they, Brad? I mean, bar Fraser McGurk and obviously Sam Elliott and Seifert, the other guys, like the other popular players like Khan, Sandu, guys like that, though. Sutherland was very average, I thought, too. I'm glad I avoided that one. Very glad I didn't get that. And obviously, those that unfortunately went for the cheap option with Berendorf, obviously, he didn't play the second game, so that would have hurt a few as well.
Yeah. Look, I went Carey, which was an absolute disaster.
Nearly did.
In fact, if you had any strikers, which, of course, I did, because I went and sold off all my Hurricanes, which left me with, which I thought, oh, well, they're going to play at home. They can't be that bad, surely. There's going to be a few points in there for me for a few of these Strikers players. Mate, what a piss poor game that was. What did they get? 76 runs or something? Like, that was just horrible.
The only one that did well for me was Overton. He got 86, so he kind of saved it a little bit. But he obviously matched short with 8 points. Wasn't great. Those that held on to Liam Scott, he did all right. He got 60 points, but the others were pretty average, to be honest with you. But it's going to be a very interesting round because with the weather and everything, I mean, do you just play a couple of just go 2 to 3 sixes players and go like mass absolute pod plays on some of these players in Perth on these spin-friendly decks, batter's paradise down there in Adelaide. There's some big moves to be made this last round that could make a massive difference.
Well, we might as well get into this hot topic. We won't even worry about news or anything like that.
No, there is nothing anyway, so forget about that.
Players in a sec. So, but we might as well get straight into it. The weather. Now, as you have alluded to, it's a bit hit and miss tonight. I'm not 100% convinced you get a whole game in. But we'll see. I think there's going to be some game. They're going to have at least something that's going to occur there tonight. But how much of a game, we don't know. The big one is Brisbane versus Sydney, right? That looks an absolute basket case of a game because that looks like about 20 mils in Brisbane that day. Like, fair dinkum, if they get on and play, right, then Bomb should be sacked, right? Every person in that building should be sacked because everything's telling us right now that there probably won't be a game that day. It looks heavy.
It does. And the only thing I had a bit of a look at that might save them getting some game time is the fact that it looks like on Sunday a lot of that rain's happening in the morning, so it may kind of help. But even then, looking at Bomb now, like it's not supposed to clear up till about 9 p.m. So I would be very concerned about that game. I mean, if it rains up to 9 p.m. and then they get the covers off and then, you could end up only getting a 5 overs each side per game. So, obviously, this is going to be a bit of a concern, isn't it, as to how many players you bring in. I mean, it's definitely a watch on the weather today, for sure.
My big argument has been, and I put out an article about this morning, that really, I think you could just treat this entire round like everybody's got a single game. Just forget the double game because I'm not convinced that there could well be 2 half games to be getting played. I don't think you should bank on just filling your team with sixes, which is what I see people are doing. Because I think you're ignoring some of these other players at other grounds that are going to potentially go gangbusters. Now,
I think... Sorry, you're right. Keep going. No, you're right. Keep going.
Well, I was going to use a case in point. Why would you ignore how spin has been going over in the West and the bowlers? Their highest score over in the West all year has been 150, right? Whereas over in Adelaide, right, they keep hitting 250, but they can't even get close to it in the West. Why? Because they're taking a shitload of wickets. The bowlers last time out, 16 overs of spin. Right? Connolly's been getting wickets. Lloyd Pope took a 4 for that. Ishmael, whatever his name is, sorry, whoever you are, I can't pronounce your name. He took a 3 for. Somebody else took a 2 for over there in the West as well, for very good economy. So Hassan Khan did well over there. So I don't think we should be ignoring these players from these teams. If you want to win your head-to-head and you want to have some balls about you, then probably these are the players that, personally, I would be targeting. Not Mitchell Starc. That's the greatest. We'll get to them in a minute. But, my God, why are people jumping all over Mitchell Starc? He has one player involvement, and that is to bowl, right? And if you think he's going to take 4 wickets in every single game he plays, these next 2 games, well, you're kidding yourself. Kidding.
I think the biggest thing to take out of this round is with tonight is keeping an eye on the toss. I think the toss is very vital for this game. I think if the Sixers end up batting first, then go your Steve Smith, go your batters. Maybe a Bazza, because he's cheap. Baba's cheap, guys like that. But I certainly wouldn't be loading up on bowlers if the Sixers are batting first. Vice versa, with your bowlers, maybe he could go Stark. We'll talk about him later, but I'm not really sold on him, to be honest. Joel Davies, I think, would be a great option if you don't own him. Jack Edwards, I'm a bit worried about his role too because, he's batting 7 and he may not even bowl his 4 overs too. He could be split the role with Sam Curran too. So it is definitely one of those ones. I think I agree with you, Brad. I think there's some other options there. I think, Sam Elliott's a great option if you're looking for something cheap too. At 66K, I think he is. He's been outstanding. I've seen Matt Short getting sold again. We'll talk about that in the trade and trade up. To me, I don't like it. I just think, he's playing on a bloody great batting deck. So anyway, we'll have a bit more chat about it. So, yeah.
All right, we'll have a look at the trade outs right now. Now, number 1 is Josh Brown. Is he injured or something? Have I missed something?
He's not, no.
Well, what the hell? He's a trade in for me. Yeah. Josh Brown in the Adelaide Oval, where they're averaging 240 runs. They're averaging something like 40-odd in the power play alone, which is more than 10 runs and over for the openers. Yeah. Why would you be selling Josh Brown?
I think maybe a lot of people want the cash to get to other players. Look, they might not be a lot of options of players to trade out to. I mean, he's 160K or whatever he is, but short boundaries at Adelaide Oval. Depends on who you're trading him to, Brad. You know what I mean? I don't hate the trade out it depends who you're going to. Like a lot of them are probably going to Stark and Steve Smith. So is it worth trading out a bat only to another bat only and paying another 40K more for them?
I can see that the most popular ones for him are Steve Smith, Josh Brown to Mitchell Stark. That'd be via Jules. Josh Brown to Jack Edwards. That would be, don't have to have a duel for that. And Josh Brown to Joel Davies is number 4. So that would be via Jules as well. So, you're right there. They're cashing in on the Sixers.
Mind you, though, like in saying that, like if you need the cash to get to these Sixers players or whoever, I think he's probably the best one to sell out of. Say, we'll put it this way, Brad. I would sell Josh Brown over Aaron Hardy, Cooper Conley, Marcus Stoinis. I think it makes sense. Just because he's a bat only, but I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence on selling him yet. I'm not really. My trades aren't locked in yet because I really don't know what I'm doing at this stage. I just want to get to the ground and see what the weather's doing and wait for the toss and then decide what I'm going to do. So
we'll get through these. Marty, g'day, man. How you going there, Marty? He's been with us most of the season. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Appreciate it. Love your work. He says it will be to get a 6er and he's bat only, I'm guessing. So. He's about right, which is sort of what you said as well, Ross. Number 2 on the list, Mitch Owen. Don't worry about that. That makes sense. Number 3 is Matt Short. Again, on the short little wickets of Adelaide Oval, his home ground. And he's bowling at the moment.
No.
What?
No. Just no. Just no.
Just what?
Just no. Just sell. Surely you sell Josh Brown before you sell Matt Short. Yeah. Just no. I mean, it's his home ground. He'll bowl some overs too. He'll probably bowl 2-3-8. He loves bowling himself before he bowls Jamie Overton.
Yeah, he'll open.
Well, he didn't last game, but I reckon he will down there at Adelaide.
No. Now, number 4, Nikau Chowdhury, we understand. Number 5 is Hassan Khan. That makes sense. See, you don't want a bowler at Adelaide because they're taking like about 4 to 5 wickets on average per innings. So don't get a bowler there. Just have it. This is where stats don't lie. Have a look at those stats. I urge you. And
the only thing that I could say against selling him is the fact that he bats 6 and the way the Renegades have been batting lately, he's actually been coming in pretty early. But Yeah, no, I can make a case for that. I don't think he'll do too well in that game at all, wicket wise.
No, I think he's a sell.
Yeah, it'll be about as paradise down there. So yeah,
Jack Wildermuth, sell him with the weird weather up in Brisbane. He's definitely get piss him off. Will Sutherland, he's just a disaster. Yeah, go and get fucked. Nathan Ellis makes complete sense. Jamie Overton, I can see why. And Mitch Marsh, I think you've got absolute. I don't know what you're thinking there, Mitch Marsh. Really, it's the one game that's definitely got clear in weather all the way. There's no danger in that game. Why would you sell him?
Surely you've got someone else you can sell at a similar price to him instead of selling Mitch Marsh. I'd be hanging on to him if I still owned him. That's for sure. So definitely.
Holy hell! Oh, I just had a look at the trade-ins. I'll let you click on that button and go through them.
Oh, geez, all right. Hang on a minute.
Oh, you wait. It's a sea of magenta.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So we'll do them in groups of three, Brad, to start with. Steve Smith is number one, Mitch Stark, and Jack Edwards. What do you reckon, Brad? I think we've kind of touched base on a couple of these, but let's just review it again, eh?
I think it depends upon the toss.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
The weather from 8 o'clock in Sydney is not predicted to be flash, right?
Yeah.
So particularly 9 o'clock, that means the bowlers are at higher risk in that second innings. So if Sydney are batting first, I can understand why you would get Smith.
Yeah.
But that means that they're bowling second, so you wouldn't get Stark in that case. So this all depends upon how that toss goes. So people leave your trades till late. What I'm looking at here is just flat out crazy. Like in the top 10 traded, they're all sixes, every single one of them.
Yeah. Jack Edwards, I think we touched on him already. I'm just not sold on his role, Brad. I mean, he's probably going to share overs with Sam Curran and batting 7 now. So I don't think it's a great role. He did get 5 wickets against the Thunder last game, but he also didn't have anyone else in there to take overs off him, whereas he does now with Sam Curran, who's probably going to be the one he's going to split overs with. So he's a bit high for me. I'm not sold on him. Next 3, Josh Philippe, Joel Davies, and Sam Curran. Josh Philippe, I'm all for that. Cheap price. You've got 94 against these guys last time, been in some great form. Joel Davies, I think, is a lock. I think you've got to have him, especially if they are bowling first, for sure. It's not great now that obviously he's dropped down to number 8 in the batting order. Sam Curran's an interesting one, Brad, because similar price to Sean Abbott, will probably bowl 2 overs, give or take, and then bats number 4. What's your thoughts on Sam Curran? He wasn't great that first game, but don't forget that was his first game of BBL.
I actually like him.
Yeah,
why not? He's here for both games. Yeah, he's one of the few in Sydney Sixers. I don't mind. I love people with that batting that high. I think definitely he's going to get through. I think 2 to 3 overs. He's worth 3 overs. Yeah. But there is an awful lot of pace in that. If you've got Dwarshuis, Abbott, Curran, Edwards, there's 4 pacemen, and then there's one I've missed, Dwarshuis. There's 5 pacemen that are going to suck up overs, and then Joel Davies.
Yep.
Not much room for anyone else to have a bowl, is there?
Yeah. I think the only ones that I'd probably lock to bowl 4 overs would be probably Stark and Dwarshuis, because they just love Dwarshuis. They really do. He's a game. He can be a game changer too. Joel Davies should, but again, if they get stuck in noon, maybe he doesn't bowl 4 overs. I don't know, but if you had the choice, we'll put it this way, Brad. If you had the choice between Sam Curran and Sean Abbott, which way are you going?
Sam Curran.
Because they've both got okay roles.
Yeah, Sam Curran.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
They paid good money for him. They're going to use him. So
yeah. Last 3 is Baba, Moses, and Ben Dwarshuis. Baba, again, only probably go there if they bat first, I reckon. I'd probably even maybe potentially try and set him up as a bench loop if you can, given that the second game might not go ahead or be be shortened game 2. Moses Enriquez is just a cheap option, I'm guessing. I don't like it at all. Benny Dwarshus, I like it, but again, only if they're bowling first, though, for Dwarshus, Brad.
Yeah. All right, we've got Teddy. He's joined us. he's joined us, but he says he's all in for the NRL season. I know he's pumped for it, and he's shit at BBL. Good on you, Ted. Thank you very much for your support this year too. During the BBL, we really have appreciated it. All right, so our feelings. I'm a lot stronger towards this than you, but our feelings are people are just jumping all over sixes, and they really bloody well shouldn't be. They should spread it out a little bit. Yeah. Is there anybody that you're liking from those other 2 games, either over in the West or at Adelaide Oval, that you think they should be looking at?
Yeah, I think there is. Again, I think Tom Curran's probably one to look at too. I mean, I know that the WA pitch is more suited to the spinners, but he has a great slower ball, and I think he's probably definitely one to look at. If you want to go a bit rogue, I don't mind Finn Allen either. He's in some bloody great form too. And probably the other one for me to look at would be someone like Sam Elliott, possibly as a cheaper option. Again, I'm a bit concerned about the game being at Adelaide, though, as to how we'll go. Other than that, pretty much any spinner. I reckon Swepson could be a massive pod too, Brad. Mm-hmm. Huge pod. Bowling over in Perth.
Yeah, no, I think I like it. Is it Hamish McKenzie? Could he come into the team?
I don't know. They might just bowl Maxwell more overs because they've got him there too. Don't forget. But then if they bring McKenzie in, who do they leave out? Do they manage Peter Siddle? Because they really want to win this game though, because if they win, they lock in a home final.
That's right. Everything's on the line.
It's a massive game. The other one I don't mind either is Liam Scott. Now, I know a lot of people traded him out last week, but at Adelaide, he's batting so well at the moment too. He's bowling overs. I don't hate him as either. They're probably the ones. They're probably the main ones for me. There was a couple I was interested in the heat till I saw the weather, but so obviously I'm not even going to talk about them. They're probably the ones for me, Brad. Who you got? Who were you thinking about?
I'm thinking very strongly. I own him, so I wouldn't be thinking him, but I think Harris Ralph. The reason I like Harris Ralph is Sandhu took 2 games ago over in the West. I know everyone's talking about spin, and I've even spoken about the spin, but Sandhu took 4 wickets over there 2 games ago over in the West. So somebody that can move the ball a bit and has a bit of a whippy action over on that deck. I'd like Harris Ralph as a really sneaky option. I don't mind it. And look for
even Peter Siddle too. Even Siddle if he plays too.
Yeah.
100%.
He just doesn't have the movement of some of those others. He's more line and length, but he's been hats off to him. He's just remarkable. And I don't know if you've seen his girlfriend, but he's mate, you're a master. Yeah. We'll take our hats off to you. Yeah, what a master.
It's the half year. It's the wife that's a lot younger, or the missus a lot younger, and eating those bananas.
Just a little bit. And the other one over in South Australia. Look, I know he tanked last week, but Alex Carey still batting at the top of the order. He does like Adelaide. They're coming home. They've got nothing to play for but shits and giggles. They ain't going to play finals. So I reckon they're going to leave everything out there. It's my theory, but it's crazy. But I do like it, and I think that, some of those...
Do you want to hear something a bit more crazier than going Alex Carey?
What?
Chris Lynn against that Renegades attack at Adelaide.
What's he batting for?
Batting 3 or 4 and 77k.
Yeah. Look, he's not the worst. Look, anybody on that deck.
Yeah.
But as I said, they haven't been losing a lot of wickets. Anybody batting there, even the strikers aren't losing a huge amount of wickets.
He averages 76 against the Renegades, 76 points. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't play him on field. I'd try and set him up as a bench loop though, if you can, just in case. because they play second game, so you could potentially not take your score if you don't have to.
Marty says Renshaw would have been good, but for the weather, 100%. Yeah, but he's right out of the equation now. Don't even consider it.
Yeah. Kuhneman would have been another one I would have been keen on for this round too, had the weather been okay as well, but obviously it's not, so forget about that one.
And being last game, we've got to make a decision. You've got to make a decision. So Brisbane players, I think, are off the table. Hence why so many have sold Wildermuth, which is smart sell.
Yeah.
So now here's a tricky question for you. It's sort of anybody got any trade-in ideas? Do pop them in the comments. We're only doing a short show today, so we are rushing, getting through it quick. I'm about to get thumped with a massive storm out the back. So, now, my question is VCing and captaining. I'm actually being so rogue, I'm thinking about VCing somebody who is not a sixer and then captaining somebody who is not a sixer.
So that only gives you two games to basically choose from for the VC and C, right?
Yeah, why not?
You go to the second game and the third game. So maybe you go like a VC on a Matt Short and then captain Cooper Conley, Aaron Hardy.
100%. Cooper Conley over there has been
Marcus
grabbing wickets for fun.
Too. Marcus Stoinis, if you really want to get funky as well.
Yep.
Been scoring well. I don't mind it. I think if you knew that tonight's game was going to be okay, like that you were going to get 20 overs in per side, I think you'd definitely lock in a VC for tonight's game. But full knowing that both games could be shortened, I don't mind it, Brad. It's very out there. My only concern is if the six is bat first and Steve Smith turns up and you don't have the VC on him, you're already behind the 8 ball. Even if they don't play the second game, you're already down 200 points. Say essentially, it could be or whatever it might be. So, but I think if you're not really worried about your head-to-head finals and you're not really worried about overall, I think this is a perfect round just to go bloody
stuff it
road, mate. Just do it. You know what I mean? So
try and get that high score of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Teddy Woods has said start Haas and mate. Wrong show, mate.
Bit early for that, Ted. Come on, mate.
Just a bit early.
Yeah.
We'll see yet. It depends how Haas is. I'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So what else have we got?
Okay, so just quickly, obviously we've only got the one round to go. Just a quick update on our overall leaders for the ring. Thanks again to our sponsor. Thanks again to Supercoach Championship Rings for donating the ring. Okay, we'll just pull up at where we're at the moment. I believe we've had a bit of movement at the station. We've got Jesse, the coach of the Jaguars, sitting in 19th overall. Sam Whelan, coach of Young Fruits, he's sitting in 40th, about 30-odd points behind the leader. And then you've got Rodney, coach of Roadrunners, in 43rd. So looking at the total points between those three, anything can happen this last round. So it's still up for grabs and anyone can win it. So so good luck to those guys who are in the running still to win that. Who knows? It could be someone come from behind them and just whip the whole lot. I haven't really looked at that closely, but well done to those guys. So, and I think our admin league rankings going okay too. We've got some guys there that rank really well. We've got about 3 of us in the top 1,000, which is good. And then, not too bad after that. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm just looking forward to getting out to the game today, and hopefully we can get a full game in or close to it and enjoy the derby.
All right. Teddy has said, been a great year, and thanks, mate. Love your work. I think Teddy's planning a bit of content during the NRL season, so we look forward to that as well. You know, we always get out and support everybody, each and all the podcasters. Most of them do it for nothing. So there's a few that do it for money, but we won't mention them because we do it for nothing. All right, Ross, I think we might keep it short and sweet today. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you very much for being part of all the shows this year. As I said, if you don't have a huge lot on this week, as far as what the next games, have a crack. Do something different. Go a bit rogue. Yeah. I think it's a great week to do it because I think these wet weather could really F a lot of people right up the gazoovers.
Yep. And also too, we will do one final podcast probably some stage next week, just to basically, we're going to try and get our overall winner on and have a quick chat with them. And obviously, can't really present them in person with their ring, but just get them on. We might just do some shits and giggles, a couple of awards in amongst all that too. Maybe the Shahina Freedy Award and a couple other awards we might throw in there as well. But just sign out and have a bit of fun, mate. And then we'll be prepping up and getting ready for a massive season of NRL podcast with the Off the Bench crew.
Has anybody seen Tim?
No. Last I heard, he was getting his nails done. Yeah.
I tell you what, I do have an Afridi Award. So just before we go,
get your hands out of your pockets and get ready for this round's Afridi Award.
All right, named the Afridi Award because it's Afridi's getting tanked off the field for bowling consecutive no balls, 3 or something in an over. Mine this week is the NRL, the BBL organisers themselves for this stupid goddamn promotion with this ball. God sake, get rid of it next year. It's been pathetic. Everything now starts with a slow bowler that they can just waste an over on purpose because they don't want one of their better bowlers bowling with what is clearly a better ball in the second over. So what stupid promotion that has been, and it changed the entire, as the competition has gone on, it's changed the tactics and everything of every single team, and they've just found a way to make it look stupid, BBL, so get rid of it. You with that?
I agree, and I'm sick of the commentators whinging about how the first ball that they use in the first over doesn't swing, and BJ carrying on the way he does, but also to them too for some of these bloody rule changes they're bringing in for next season's another one, Brad. This designated hitter and designated fielder, absolute rubbish. Just leave it alone. The only change I would have liked to have seen for next season was to bring back the old bonus point rule.
Yeah,
where you got the bonus point if you got the score, if you get the score or near the score, what it was within 10 overs. I'm all for bringing that back, because it just makes it more interesting. But designated hitters and designated fielders, it's just rubbish. I'm not a fan of that change at all. And yeah, I agree. Just get rid of the ball. Just play with the same ball all game. I get why they're trying to do it. Keep the ball active and keep the crowd interested. But yeah, no.
No, it's as I said, it's a disaster, and we get to see the worst bowlers coming on they're just throwing away an over at the beginning of an innings, right? They're told just throw it out there, keep it wide, just
And they're getting wickets with it too. I mean, look at last night. Cooper Conley bowled the first over and got bloody Josh Brown.
Yeah, but okay. It was probably the only case this year where there's been a wicket in the first over. No, there's been others, but we want to see a contest where the best bowlers are up against the best batters. Yeah. And that's a power play. This is where we should see that contest. And we're not seeing that contest when we're getting Nikal Chowdhury bowling the first over, or I could go right the way through every single team. They've all done it. Yep. Just to waste that ball so that the swing bowlers get the new ball in the second over. Bad. All right, folks. Catch you on the flip side.
Thank you again, everybody. Thanks, Brad, for hosting. Thank you, Tim. I know you're out there somewhere, probably listening later. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in over the season. And as I said, we'll be back at some stage next week to sign out for the season.
All right. Catch you later and have good fun in this round and rage trade your ass off.
And as Tim says,